MLB The Show 24 has arrived, and this year things feel a little bit different from MLB The Show 23 because we do have the power creep content structure back where we won't be earning tons of 99 overalls on day one and week one like we could last year. So this year I think it's even more important than last year to have a strategy for what to be grinding early on in the year. So in this video, I want to go over everything you guys should be focusing on grinding to be earning tons and tons of good diamond cards as quickly as possible, and also go over a stub strategy for early on in the year to be making a lot of stubs super quickly as well. And make sure you guys do subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you know exactly when videos are coming out. Obviously, with the start of MLB 24, we got lots of videos on the way very soon. But now let's go ahead and jump into the video. But actually, before I get into the things to be doing within Diamond Dynasty itself, one option to start off Diamond Dynasty with for some easy diamonds here is literally completing these storyline moments and getting the free 85 overall core card. As you see, Josh Gibson right here is one. And then we got like Buck Leonard, Henry Aaron. All of these guys, once you complete all their moments, you will get the 85 core card, and at the end, for completing everything, you will get that 86 core card as well. And then obviously the Derek Jeter storylines, for completing that, you will get the Diamond Core Derek Jeter right there. So some cards to start off with if you want. You can go ahead and start here, up to you though. Otherwise, if you guys don't start with that, I absolutely would suggest starting with grinding Team Affinity. And I say to start with Team Affinity because there's just some really good value early on in the game because once you get up to 60,000 Team Affinity points within each division, you do get an 89 overall diamond card, and these cards are actually pretty good. Like, they're going to be usable. They're going to start for you most likely once you get the first couple, so that's really good. Plus, you get obviously all the free packs along the way, which is just more stubs, more cards to add to the collection and such, so that's really good. Also, I would suggest, though, while you're working through this, I would start off with the moments, also do showdown, and now you will get, this is repeatable, and you get vouchers each time for basically completing showdown and for, completing the different, different milestones within the showdown. You get vouchers. So absolutely recommend showdown and moments to start off. And then that's, if you're sick of showdown or whatever, because like I said, it is repeatable, you can start doing the missions with, players from the division, player you get from the, the program path, and you can jump into a conquest. Also, one thing to note, too, is co-op, you will get progress for innings pitched with players within the division. So that's a cool addition. I like that as well because co-op was kind of useless for, progress within programs last year. So that's a new addition. And like I said, Conquest, 30,000 Team Affinity points. Highly recommend doing that after you do maybe like 1 or 2 showdowns or something like that, just to give yourself a break from that. But that's going to be a ton of progress as well. And obviously we know Conquest is pretty simple. And once you want to take a little bit of a break from Team Affinity, I would go over to the other programs here, and I would take a look at, you can take a look at the starter program, just knock that out to get it out of the way. You do get a free diamond card, you do get some stubs and a few other things, but I would next focus on the Spring Breakout program because, again, free diamonds and super easy to get these guys. I'll show you the rewards right here in just a second, but yeah, moments. And there's, some missions here that look really simple with, the players from the program. That's super easy. And then there is a showdown as well. So doing that is going to be key. But yeah, there's 87s, there's 89s, and this last 89 is pretty damn good. This guy's probably could start for you, if you complete this within the first couple days the game's out, right? This guy, he's solid all around card, and like I said, he probably could start for you somewhere in your outfield, most likely. So highly recommend doing the Spring Breakout program as soon as you can, but I would, kind of mix it in when you're doing Team Affinity is what I would suggest. Also, there's some decent value grinding online programs at the beginning of the year, so maybe it is a little bit different this year. I will explain in just a second why I might think that. But yeah, I think it might be worth it. And if we go to ranked, remember what's new this year compared to last year is if you complete the ranked program, you will actually have sellable cards in here. So the McCutcheon is sellable. The one at 100 to complete the program, like for the Ernie Banks, for example, is sellable. So that's kind of cool if you guys, maybe you don't love ranked, but that's a decent incentive to actually grind out the program, because that card either you can keep, have on your team, it's going to be a really good card, or you can go ahead and sell that. And it's the same for events. There were some non-sellable cards in events last year, which was really frustrating, I know, for a lot of people, but like this Rendon right here at 20 wins will be sellable. So that's super nice. You got, if you're not the biggest online player, maybe this gives you more of a reason to try it out and to grind out some online modes. Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably asking what you should do with your stubs here early on in the season, just because that's always the question early on in Diamond Dynasty for every single game. And obviously the choice is yours. You can do whatever the heck you want. But typically what I do is I suggest to hold on to your cards you get. Even though prices might seem a little high now, they will fluctuate a ton over the next, month or two, kind of, I would just hold on to stuff. I would just do that. And if you're looking to make stubs, which I'm sure all of you are, I would take advantage of the market where, you can be making tons and tons of stubs very quickly. And I say this because the market at the very beginning of every new game will be super hot with tons of people just buying and selling cards like crazy, which means there's always an opportunity for you to work the market and make stubs. Now, the best thing to be doing on the market here is flipping cards, and I will go into more depth about this, do a separate video about flipping and making a ton of stubs, but just, basically flipping, as we know, probably a lot of you guys know, is just putting in lower buy orders, basically one-upping whatever the sell price, the sell now price is, right? So like 86.10 we might put in, and once that goes through, that card is ours, and then we sell high, and we basically undercut whatever the buy now price is. So, in this case, like 14.289 or something like that, and then that will make a profit off of that, make a good amount of stubs, and that's basically what flipping is. That's a really, really good opportunity because cards are going to be going through quickly. Lots of people, like I said, buying and selling cards, going to make flipping easy, and I highly, highly recommend. This is always the best stub making method in any MLB The Show game. I don't care what anyone says. It's just way better than anything else. You're going to make tons of stubs by doing this. One more thing I want to note quickly about flipping is flipping is going to be way better, way easier once the new MLB The Show companion app update comes out to MLB The Show 24. And this is what I always use to flip cards because, you can do it on your phone. You can do it from anywhere. And it's so much easier, so much more convenient. And it just you're going to be able to make more stubs, quicker and easier. So definitely look out for that update on your phone. Also, couple times a week, even starting this week, I would absolutely recommend coming into your inventory, checking duplicates, because as we know, even now, all of these, cards, equipment items, jerseys, all these duplicates are going to be going for a lot of stubs just because we're still super early on in the game. Not a lot of people have a lot of, the cards maybe that you have duplicates of. So definitely recommend going through your inventory, clearing out duplicates. A lot of stubs in there, probably sitting, doing nothing for you. Also, I would also do the starter collection here, and you probably get like anywhere between like 200 and maybe like 600 stubs for completing each one. So yes, it's not a ton, but adds up, and maybe it is like 5,000-6,000 stubs, which is not too bad at all. And it's probably stubs again that's just sitting here waiting for you to be collected. But a lot of people are lazy with it and not doing anything with it. But also, I just come in here again once or twice a week, something like that, and just start collecting. Uniform collections, equipment collections, audio call collection. Like some of these, again, look for duplicates, but also if you can collect some, like I have this, I have 10 bats, which is 250 stubs. So you're not going to become rich off stubs from doing this. This is just going to help out a little bit. You'll get rich from all this flipping you might do. But this, again, just something to pay attention to. But really, that's all I would recommend you guys focus on and begin to grind in MLB The Show 24 Diamond Dynasty. Also, let me know what you guys are looking forward to from this new year of Diamond Dynasty. Otherwise, that's going to be it for this video. I appreciate you guys for sticking around and watching this one. See you guys in the next one. Peace.